Ladies and gentlemen, this is Frank Zappa. I finally managed to find this radio station. Yes, this is quite an experience here. Trying to open a bottle of beer. It's one of those imported kind with tinfoil that's covering the top. And the guy here's asked me how I like that record. And since the microphone wasn't on, you probably missed the fact that I'm deeply impressed by any song that fades out with the words ooh la la la. And I'm sure you are too. Otherwise, you wouldn't be listening to this radio station. And so, what? Yeah?
Fade out a couple of songs with ooh la la la.
I think everything has to fade out with ooh la la. If you're going to fade out, you have to fade out with those words, because those are the magic words. There are 3 or 4 really important words that happen in rock and roll and other types of music that normal people like to listen to. Ooh la la la, considered as one hyphenated word, would be one of the important words. And the other thing that you definitely got to watch out for are the 3 other important magic words that make radio stations go off the air. But we won't discuss them right now. Those are the most powerful words in America today. That's why we have such a wonderful place to live in. Now, I'm here to play an album for you, and I'm rapping a little. Rapping is one of those words that you say when you go on rock and roll radio stations. I'm rapping a little bit at this point to prepare each and every one of you for the grand and glorious experience of getting your little cassette machines out, because I would like to have you tape record this album off the air, because this album is not going to be available in stores, because Warner Brothers is trying to ruin my darn career.
Tell us what happened as far as why this record is not being released, and how come.
Well, it's not very simple to explain, but I'll make a stab at it. And I don't really believe that people want to listen to a bunch of legal crud on the radio, but it's kind of unavoidable. Warner Brothers does not have the rights to this material, although it was delivered to them, and they refused to pay me for the material. And so I claimed a breach of contract and set out to negotiate with some other record companies. And in several instances, Warner Brothers interfered with those negotiations and spoiled the possibility of releasing this material elsewhere. First place they did it was with EMI. In the second place they did it was with Mercury Phonogram. And Mercury Phonogram was enough into the deal where they had made test pressings. They were ready to press the album. The cover was printed and so on and so forth. What you're listening to now is actual test pressings of the album that Mercury Phonogram had prepared. And at the last minute, Warner Brothers threatened them with legal proceedings and blah, 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 and so they backed out of the deal. And then the way it stands now is my future as a recording artist is dangling in midair, pending court procedures, which in California for civil cases can take anywhere from 3 to 5 years just to get a day in court and have your case heard. So since I don't think that anybody wants to wait 3 to 5 years to hear my wonderful music, I've taken it upon myself to come down here and advise anybody interested in the stuff that I do to get a cassette machine and tape this album. You can have it for free. Just take it right off the radio. Don't buy it, tape it. This has been Frank Zappa as temporary bogus disc jockey, playing the Leather album for you, and now I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks a lot for letting me come down here and do it.
An absolute joy.
Well, I don't know
really
about that. Oh,
appreciate it.
come on now.
That's
probably more of my music that has been played on the radio in one blast. That's got to be the world's record. You probably lost all of your listeners. They're all seeking elsewhere for the safety pin through the cheek music.
I think they want to hear side 9.
They do? Well, and since there is no side 9, since Warner Brothers has seen to that, we're going to leave you with goodbye.
Again, thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed this. I know you have. And ta-ta.